Normálně, ale tím, jak jsem včera dala omylem to špatně oznámení. Podle mě jsem jela, jak jsem jela postupně, a oni byli napsaný jako, že jo, dole, tam dole už v tom seznamu jsou všichni ty, co jakoby nemají ubytování, že jo?
No jasně, rozumím ti.
Počkej, když se na to tak podívám.
Dámy a pánové, vítejte u dalšího dílu ze hry Elder Scrolls Online. Ty jsi do toho zašel rovnou na ten začátek, asi ti nekasách a to řešit. Ale nevadí. A dneska dáme teda úplný začátek tady té hry. A to je teda ten úvodní quest v Cold Harboru, který se jmenuje Ztracená duše v Cold Harboru. To je i přeložený.
Že oni jsou tam prostě mezi těma tetama a to, tak jsem prostě... A sere mě to, no, co si bude.
No, jako rozumím, no, je to k nasrání. Jo, no, tak jako ten zvuk je o něco lepší, ale to možná ještě trošku poupravím, než budeš ready.
Jo, prostě... Hraní, si pak musím aktualizovat ty addony.
Jo, takže teď teoreticky by to mohlo být už jako lepší. Jo, ten šum je fakt hrozný od toho mikrofonu, já ho tam fakt musím nechat. Tak, jak teď? Teď už by to mohlo být o něco lepší, pokud teda bude něco slyšet. Jo, tak to je právě už to dobrý, super. Tak. Ne, ty vole, vůbec se to dost. Takže teda použiju asi jinou bránu. Mám to takhle. Takže pokus 1, 2, 3 o zvuk. 3, 2, 1. No, ten zvuk je fakt strašný. Já to asi nechám. Takže teď nový pokus. Zvuk. A jedeme. 3, 2, 1, 10, 20, 30. Hele, oni jsou povolení Twitch dropy podle všeho.
Jo,
Jo.
se pustím.
Tak to pust. Máme zase jednu sluchátku asi.
Tak to jsou teďko častové.
Jo, asi jo.
To tam.
To je paráda. Jo, teď by to mělo být lepší, no. Rozsledl asi sice pak zase nepoužitelný nastavení, ale mělo by to být v cajku ten zvuk. Já se mu podívám, proč mi nefunguje jedno sluchátko. To je napadné.
No jo, četen pro ověřené. Já nevím, jestli já jsem ověřená. Jsem.
Ty taky nejsi ověřená. No to je něco.
Já jsem nikdy nezkoumal žádný ověřování na Twitchi, veď, jako... Ty jsi udělal koně?
Jo, byl jsem pro koně udělat, ano.
Tak a teď můžeme teda vyrazit tady za mecenášem.
Mecenášem?
No, jako to není v plánu?
Jo, přesně tak. Dneska uděláme ten vlastně úplně úvodní úkol. Počkej, kam jdeš za mecenášem?
Já mám víc sám, ty ne?
Asi taky.
No, to vidíš. Mecenáš, benefaktor, ne?
Jo, benefaktor, no.
Ale to je to donutit.
Ale to je solová instance, jo, že tu nejseš.
Že i ten domek je solový.
No, jak je to nevidím a ty už si vevnitř, ne? Podle všeho. Se tady to hlutit nedá.
Já to měla relativně to...
Tam je vlastně solová jenom ta jedna část. Hele, on je
Tak to...
mecenáš. Červí kultista. Hajzlové. A medvěd neudělal nic. Moc tvrdý úvod. A teď se, když jsi dřív začínala, když takové před těma x lety, tak to byl úplný začátek.
Já vím.
A já vím.
Whoa there. Are you all right? The name's Lyris.
Tady je Lyris Tambor, to se mi nepamatuju, že tady vlastně na začátku.
Jo, tady ještě nemá ani to svý oblečení. Má jenom tu svý sekirku, ale nemá vůbec to.
Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
Já si myslím, že se to porazí, že v nějakých lootech.
Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
Stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Let's get out of here, my friend. A prophet.
Greetings, listener. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue
Zabijím
you.
tak strašně rychle.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. The prophet. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here. These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet. I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded. I'm sure you do, and I'll answer them as best I can. He's a strange one, no doubt about it, but he's the wisest man I've ever met. He sees things, the past, the future. You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead. I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself. A man named Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven. It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me.
Čau, čau. Ty máš takhle v neděli.
No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're prisoners here, same as you. It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. I'll tell you more when we get there. And we'll never get there if we don't get moving.
Vole,
Nic moc, jako to.
tak tohle bylo hustý.
Co pa se stalo? A to asi hodím taky za chviličku, že jo?
Vůbec nepamatuju, to, ale jak mi to úplně hodí.
Jo.
To bylo brutál.
Well played, friend. Arcase Beard, you are good in a fight.
A god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
Molag Bal je bůh brutality, jo.
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him.
To porozumím, ale mám to podobně.
Hele, ahoj.
A už jsme tu spolu? No jo, jsme, super. Jak tě obětovali Molaku Balovi?
Bohužel. To taky jo.
Jo.
To je zlý.
Počkej, co tady děláme?
Nebo to takhle vím, já tu lutím, ale musíme jít tady do těch dveří.
Jo, my musíme za ty strážcema vlastně. A to jsem si myslel, že strážce je...
Sedej si.
The sentinels are connected.
Level.
17.
Ty nám před, no.
Kolik jsi ty? No to je vlastně asi jedno.
Jo.
Come get some more, you skeeving hawkers! Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
No, to nemusím. To je podle mě dostane nic zajímavého.
A možná nějaký materiál. Já spíš budu potřebovat recepty potom na vaření.
Tak já jsem si říkala, že nevím, jestli bych si tady na té postavě, jako na další jediný, neaktivovávala všechny recepty, co dostaneme. Že bych si tady jako ten crafting taky udělal, že bych ho měl na 2 postavách. Protože tím, jak projdeme fakt úplně celý ten svět, tak máš největší šanci, že toho nazbíráš co nejvíc. A že se ti to prostě takhle jako to, že jo. A tak nějaký ten nábytek.
Tohle, hele.
Tak
Byl ten prach, nebo co to je, vidíš to?
Tak nějaký ten nábytek nebo tohle, tak můžeme vytvářet na 2 postavách, že jo. To je.
Já jsem to chtěl kvůli těm denním kraftícím úkolům.
No já vím. Ale Říkala jsem si, že to... Bych se to prostě tady naučila.
While he's blinded, we must get to the prophet's cell.
Ale nevím. Jako jídlo určitě se tady budu učit všechno, protože to potom dostáváme furt jedno a to samé. A to možná akorát ten nábytek, že bych si třeba přesunula recepty na nábytek.
The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Ale to jídlo, když vždycky vidíš, kolik toho je třeba nastřádáno v guildbance, nebo kolik toho já vždycky mám, když to házím všechno do banky ze všech postav. Kolikrát to tam třeba, že to tam mám 3x, 4x.
No jasný, no.
Tak prostě to jídlo se ti fakt jako opakuje.
Já když jsem teď vlastně jednal 2 guildy, na ty recepty jsem myslel, že to budu mít všechno, ale nevím, jo. Ale když chce.
A teď Pepa se taky předtím vybrala celou tu naší tu, že jo?
Cadwell is the oldest of the
Banku
soul-shriven.
a jídlo.
After
Jídlo
years of
taky
torment,
nebylo.
soul-shriven usually go insane and turn feral.
Ale na to
But not
časem
Cadwell.
přijde.
He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
To je přísně, jak mluví o Cadwellovi, ne?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it.
A tak byl jste nejlepší.
He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
Konečně budeme vědět přesně jakoby ten hluboký lore toho příběhu okolo Cadwella, jo? Když to budeme pořádně číst.
Jo, ale tak jako Cadwellovo lore bych určitě rozebrala i do nějakého podcastu.
Tam ještě chybí druhá část Tonfallsu.
Jo.
In the middle of the night, 2 dead kings got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their bows, and stabbed themselves. Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it. Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then? Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between. Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best. Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you? Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck that, but you make the best of things. Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the soul-shriven. Of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose. Ah, Lyris, girl's as mad as sheer Gorus jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose. Says she's got to rescue the Prophet to save us all from eternal torment. How an old blind man could do that is quite beyond me. An imperial gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now. I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant diversion, so where's the harm, eh?
Ale nemluví úplně jako šiklanec.
Cadwell seems to think this undercroft is a
To je
delightful
skutečně
place. Probably means
Víc na vás, prosím tě.
No, já jsem se smála tomu, co říká Ledis.
Jo, že to je smrtící.
Rozkošné místo, to znamená, že to je smrtící past.
Ano, jo.
the sooner you get that door open, the sooner we can get out of here.
To vlastně ukáže všechny ty mechaniky pořádně, že jo? Protože to je ten tutoriál.
Tady to, já provedu ti to všem, no.
Já mám teda tutoriál vypnutý, takže mi to nepíše.
Co?
Place stinks of death and decay.
Co mám dělat?
Who taught that one to fight? The god of self-punishment? That might have been a fair fight, if there were 3 of you.
Třeba.
Nevím, ale asi bych toho mohla nechat. Jestliže...
This is the part where you bleed to death.
Tohle věc, to se prostě nemůžu.
The prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time. All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the prophet. Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved. Once it's done, get moving. The prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Má se každý solo, jo?
Ježiš, to jsem nechtěla. Jo, tak je to vlastně i to zavírání kote, jako těch postupů.
There has sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it. Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring.
Jak to asi budeme muset doběhnout solo k té kotvě.
There it is! The dark anchor mooring.
A mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Come, I will protect you. The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nan in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a sky shard. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nan. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb. Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the sky shard.
By to dělat častěji, veď, třeba. Ty shardy.
Ale teď potom mám skill pointu, že nevím, co se má.
I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied.
Mně to přišlo, ty jsi nějaký další? Jsi tam chodil ještě zabít podle mě nějaký boss?
Jsme zabili těchto velkého bossy, jo?
Ne, předtím se zabíjel nějaký ještě jiný boss.
Krok.
Tak jasně, teď ono tě to pak hází zase dolů.
Jo, jasně, do ty začátečnické lokace.
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a place with the smell of burning ash on a hot wind and the sounds of a distant battle. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path. Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land. I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal. I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel. and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard. You must find your own path, but perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours. Indeed, I sense that even now, there are good people near you who face grave danger. They need your assistance, should you be willing to give it.
Chtěl bys mi zet
For the will
třeba?
of
Já bych tady ráda
Molag we must
kladla.
skirmish with evil wherever it rears its head.
Ale už zmizel.
We do not face these troubled times alone. Many shall rise up to fight this tide of darkness. Wherever you go, you will encounter others who share your courage and valor. Help them if you can, and enlist their aid if you have need of it.
Jo, výlet do Francu, protože toho budu mít hodně a tady mám malý inventář.
Skvělý úvod, jo, dobrý. Že říkáš, nakradem si tady, jo?
Jo.
Podle mě, když se vrátíme do Stonefallsu, tak tam budeme moct rovnou jít další úkol pro tady.
Jo, ale tak on nás jako volá postupně, že jo, tak ono to nemusí být úplně hned, ale...
No, ono to je právě nastavený podle mě, takže v našem případě to teď bude hned.
Myslíš, že úplně hned?
Já myslím, že hned se tam dostaneme, no.
Je to možné.
Máme čas, můžeme klidně ještě jeden slovy úkol udělat.
Jo, určitě. Když nás to, tak stejně teďko jedeme jako by to solo, že jo? Máš tam nastavený nějak to. Streamu.
No na streamu má právě tuhle ten úvodní úkol, no.
Ještě něco tohle. To je super, ty prázdnej domeček. Já už mám tam inventář. Dřív obchodníka, pojďme si. Věcičky.
To je pěkný, rovnou se tady objevíme a to tady vykrademe úplně totálním způsobem.
Já jsem se měla podívat, jestli náhodou jsem nedostal.
To bylo přísný, kdyby se to tím úkolem teď resetovalo, aby jsme zašli úplně na začátku.
Se to mělo resetovat.
Nic, už to asi prostě mám krást.
Já v sobě kradu se jeden baráček. Typa se ti poštěstí být sám v baráčku.
Tak kde je vyšrajna? To beru.
Je prostě jen tak nepoštěstí. Ježíš, hele!
V nočníku, pěkný.
Teď se musí využít. Jak prostě se to povedlo úplně takhle.
A my teda máme rozjet tady Stonefalls, tak já jdu sem.
Jo.
Ale
There you are.
Vede nás,
Do
jo?
not panic.
hned co se objevím ve Stonefallsu, je to...
Come, we have to talk.
Cář kapitán Kilony, aha.
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
Tebe.
I awoke to choking ash in the air and the sounds of strife. I am in Morrowind. home of the Dark Elves in a city called Davon's Watch. The harborage is a ruin in the cliffs west of the city.
Tak je to jasný, kam nás vede. Ale já jsem chtěl ještě předtím prodat ty kradené věci.
Jo, tak, třeba taky.
Tudy do fencu.
No, I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Musím dát, co viděl potvu.
Great.
Která skončila. Já hlavně to podle mě baví tolik, že ani nebudu vám všechno najednou. Tak se mohla podívat, co je zlodějů.
A tady když jdeme vlastně ty sol instance, hele, pojď pacáka.
Počkej, to není svět zlodějů, ne? Nebo je? Ne, svět zlodějů, ne. Jo, a to je takový... Co?
Že já můžu vlastně jít napřed, že na sebe nemusíme čekat, ne teďko. Tak tudy se tam ale nedostanu. Prorokovi. To asi ne, no.
No, ani zdaleka jsem to nemohla prodat celý. Sakra! A tak já to očistím. Protože to má fakt strašně. Zbytečně je to 100. Bývá místo v inventáře, teď to prodám. Já se podívám, jestli tady než to... Jestli mi napadlo nějaký zločin, který bych si na sebe nasadila. Nejlepší.
Jo, když tam skočíme, tak se tam byl, že jo? Dobrý.
Nějaký to je. Jo. Aspoň prosit. Jo.
Teď jsem si knížku a získal jsem dovednostní skill line luku.
Welcome to the harborage vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
Přece za knížku nebo co?
To je tu knihovnu
The
velkou.
scrolls
Yeah,
allowed
yeah.
me to glimpse the very
Jsem
fabric
se
of
stalo.
reality. But each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Baron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Many Marco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires.
Jak je
He
tady
claimed
vlastně
this
ten
would
Elder
please
Scroll?
Akatosh
and entice him to adopt Veren as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Veren conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Veren chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Redguard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Veren and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Veren's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Veren was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Veren to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Veren Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimako, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manamako to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manamako tricked Veren into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molog Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts. Varan was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manamako and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molog Baal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manamako and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manamako got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manamako feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molog Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of oblivion. But the soul burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molog Baal the opportunity he desired. Molog Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel.
To jsem tě dohnala.
Čtu pomalejš než ty. A hlavně já ho nechám vždycky dopovídat.
If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is
Tak
successful,
jo.
he will merge our world and his own in a terrible
Ne,
plague.
úplně ne vždycky, ale
Few
většinou
will
jo.
survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molog Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
Ahoj, ahoj. No, dobrý, no. Teď pojedeme vlastně ten úvodní příběh, ty Minequesty tady ve hře. Co ty? Jak se máš takhle při neděli?
Minamako's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents wherever they can be found and expose their lies.
Let's go.
Forgive me. Bringing you to my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage.
Moc tu hru máme rádi. A teď, jak je tam ta čeština, tak úplně super. Takže jsme si založili nový postavy a pojedeme si úplně od začátku. A dneska jsme si právě řekli, že uděláme ty hlavní úkoly právě toho pro roka. Nějaký teda, podle toho, co stihneme. Takže máme už za sebou Ten úplný úvod a tady ten první jakoby quest. Ty to tady ještě vylutíš.
No, už mám vylutěno, teď už to nejde. Ale každopádně já už konečně můžu...
Mě by zajímalo, že se tyko portnu do města zpátky, jestli zase tam bude, nebo ne.
Každopádně já už můžu... Jsem 15.
Takže můžeš 2 ty, jo? Můžeš 2 zbraně, super. Ale tak už ne. Teďko už naši pomoc nechce. Takže můžeme pokračovat vlastně tady v tom Stonefallsu. Ne, tak ne.
Protože někdy to nebejvá tak rychlý. Někdy jo, vyjdeš ven a máš okamžitě další, ale někdy to tak rychlý nebejvá.
Já vím, že když jsem expil toho svého nekromancera, tak vlastně pokaždý, když jsem vyšel ven, tak už tam byl. Ale to bylo zase, jsem to dělal líp. A my to tak vlastně taky děláme líp. Nevím, čím je to poznamenaný, ani jak jsme na tom s časem, jestli vlastně stihneme ještě jeden ten úkol. Já se takým podívám na crafting teda. Jít do hospody. Děláme ještě jeden ten úkol teda pro proroka.
Si můžeme.
Tak, jsou to ještě, když se podívám, co potřebuju. To ale neumím. Věci prosím, no. Jo, záznamy nechávám. Okay. Záznamy nechávám vždycky, jakoby z těch streamů, tady na YouTube. Že... Tak. Ty hraješ ESO? Mně to píše, že recept... Jo, počkej, kuřecí prsa vlastně znám, takže neznám to druhý. A to je ten bájný železňák. Už nakoupím všechno, co neznám. To už mi nepomůže, protože bahejního železňáka... No nic. To ještě chvilku potrvá, než budu umět všechny ty recepty, aby se mohl dělat každý ten úkol. Aspoň něco si taky odevzdám.
Another day, another. I'm told not to say, but your work is the best I've seen. Our secret.
Chvál na mojí řemeslnou práci, to je dobré. Si upravuješ barvy, jo, do sečtu. A vyrazím za prorokem.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
Lévárna utrpení.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them. I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore. This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Your mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gjaldr, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past. Nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here. Do you think this is a test of some kind? I'm not sure why the Daedra would pick this moment in my life to...
Pa.
Vidíš.
Get all the pieces. Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps.
Right. Let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws. Excellent. I'm ready.
No, teď už to suší. Teď už vypadá tak, jak jí známe.
Teď?
Jo. A teď já nevím, máme to obejít v tajnosti, nebo je tady máme zabít? Teď asi můžeme útočit. Ale furt nemá zbraň?
Měla celou dobu předtím. Jo, aha, teď ji nemá
What's your
vlastně.
step? All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. You traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe.
Tak, tady má sekeru.
It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend?
Co?
My
To bylo
axe.
pěkný.
Oh, it feels good to have it back.
Co jsi říkal?
It's part of me.
Že tady už bude mít sekeru konečně.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him. I could have strangled him with my bare hands. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide, but now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it.
Tak jo, ukaž se svojí znovu sekerou.
Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving.
Já si to asi pletu s tím, že ten boss byl tady. Já vím, že když jsem to nějak hrála z začátku a byl jsem ještě jako tak mi ten boss taky docela dělal problém. No, i když.
Jo, když to hraješ úplně, tak ten boss je problematický, no. Myslím si, že my jsme tady fakt jako tohle většinou No nevím, na kterém levelu se tu ten úkol normálně dělá. A myslím si, že my jsme daleko dál.
Se mi nepřijde zase tolik jsme toho, i když vlastně my jsme udělali 2 světy už. Ale v tom Kornhardu jsme vždycky dělali, až když jsme byli v tom hlavním a měli za sebou. Nevím.
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai. Something's wrong. Stendarr, defend us. That thing. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. Myself from a distance. I felt disconnected. But now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. We need to rescue Sai. Then we've got a world to save. Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss will have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manamarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of him. And she will need time to recover.
One does not leave such a place unscarred. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Minamarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai-Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai-Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme.
Já jsem na to nepustila, už znovu se zeptal to obnora.
I will call upon you again when the time is right.
Ta se ptala obnora a už mi to nepustila toho Sajse.
Co ti řekli v obnorově?
No vlastně nic moc, jenom že to je zajímavý. Lahve už osla? Jestli to úplně to mohl bych je nějak rozházet. Vydává 5000 poškození, to nedává 3300. A ještě tomu štít. To už šperkuju na ty tak. No. Měli jsme Liris, kamarádku. Takže už víme, jak to má s tím rodem, že vlastně její táta byl z části obr.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
Ty si knížku. Opět už měla se zved do toho, do útočiště. I tady to. A potom tu má 12.
Ty.
Jo, to je. Varování.
I'm rather busy right now.
Tak to se to četla v knížce.
No, tam bylo v podstatě shrnutí jako toho, co se dělo při těch úkolech.
Aha.
To je to, jak si tam vždycky, když vylezeš z toho úkolu, tak jak si tam na tom stole vyskládávají ty knížky.
Aha, jo.
Super. Jak se na tom třeba zvládám?
No jako pomalinku bych si něco už jako třeba sežral.
Když jsem z tebe nesla po celá léta, kdy neúnavně trénovala členy své šoldnačské pušiny.
Pokud si náhodou nebudu mít štěstí.
Takže to ukončíme?
Jo, tak dneska už dáme konec. Myslím si, že jsme pomohli dost. Jenom tady odevzdám ty denní úkoly kraftící. Čistím inventář. A nechám ještě trochu spát. A příště budeme pokračovat s tom Folsem, nebo chceš zase jet toho propeta?
Možná bychom třeba teď mohli pokračovat s tím Folsem a pak zase dát třeba někdy propeta.
Jo, já jenom abych věděl, co připravit za další ten texty k tomu. Takže já to asi teda rozeberu všechno. Ten patří se tam, druhý patří tady ork. Ještě v rychlosti mrknu na endeavory. Tak nic moc teda. Nic, nemusím to mít každý den.
Co?
Tak nic, tak to jen ty Twitch dropy asi už pro nás neplatí, zřejmě už je máme. Já se to teda nepřiznala, to mám přes tu hodinu puštěný určitě. Nic, je čas dát si jídlo, máme 12 hodin, dámy a pánové, díky, že jste se dívali. Za zlídnutí záznam samozřejmě bude a budu se těšit zase příště. Mějte se krásně, užívejte zbytek neděle a ahoj.
Čau, čau.